Good morning, students. So our next type of tense is future perfect continuous tense. So we discussed perfect tense, past tense and future tense, all types except future perfect continuous tense. This is the last one. So today let us discuss how this future perfect continuous tense is used and where it is used. What is the definition and structure of this tense? Let us explain. Means let us learn today. First one, see here, to discuss things that will happen in the future by making a reference to some future time. I will tell you just a simple definition where this type of tense is used. First of all, this type of tense, that is future perfect continuous tense, is most rarely used tense, and it is used when some action is planned. Listen carefully. When some action is planned that is to be going in future, means that is going to be happen in future, as well as in future it is means it will be going on for a particular period of time, means for a particular duration of time in a future. If it is to be going on, then we will use this future perfect continuous tense. If you look at these examples, then you will be clear. Okay, you will understand clearly. See, they will have been studying for 12 hours by 10 p.m. Here, what is the structure of future perfect continuous tense? Subject plus will or shall have been plus VING or present participle. So, subject plus will or shall have been plus VING plus object. So, look at this sentence. They will have been studying for 12 hours by 10 p.m. Means, for example, here the action is not started in the past and it is to be finished in the future. See, what is the certain duration of time here? 12 hours. They will have been studying, means in future they will start the action. Which action? Study. And it will be finished after 12 hours. Means for 12 hours they will do that action. Up to which time? Up to 10 p.m. Means up to 10 p.m. they will start an action. Means first of all they will start an action in the future and it will be continued for 12 hours. Means they will do that action for a particular period of time in future and they will complete it by 10 p.m. So, to indicate this type of expressions, we use future perfect continuous tense. I will explain the second example also so that you will be clear. See, he will have been sleeping for 12 hours at 10 p.m. See, he will have been sleeping means the action is not started in the past and it is not going at present. See, it will be started in future and it will last, means the action will be going on for particular period of time. Which, how many hours here? 12 hours. And the action will start at 10 p.m. Means from 10 p.m. to he will sleep up to 12 hours. So this is an action which indicates the action which is going to be happen in future for a certain period of time. Next, I will have been waiting at the bus stop for over an hour when the bus finally arrives. Means first of all the action will be going on in the future. Okay, that is the first point. And what will be that action? I will have been waiting means action is waiting. In a future, the person, whatever the subject here, subject will be doing some action for a period of time. Up to what time? Up to the bus arrives. Means up to bus arrives, we will do some action. What is that? Waiting. Okay. In these cases, we use future perfect continuous. See, the last one. The children will be tired because they will have been playing all day. Means, for example, if I say tomorrow, the children will play for 4 hours. Let us take for 4 hours. And what will happen? They will be tired. So, they will have been playing all day for 4 hours here in place of all day, if I take for 4 hours, then children will be tired. Okay, like this we use future perfect continuous tense. Understand? Now, how the negative sentences are formed in future perfect continuous tense? That is simple. If we add not after will have or shall have, then it becomes a negative sentence. Okay, see, to make the negative future perfect continuous tense, use will have or shall have plus not plus being plus present participle. What is present participle? Already I told you that in form of verb. Okay, verb in form is called present participle. See, they will have not been studying for 12 hours by 10 p.m. It means the action will not be going on in the future, because here not is mentioned, so it is a negative sentence. In the same way, the remaining sentences. See, now there are some practice questions which are based on all types of tenses, how the verb varies in different type of tenses along with the options are given. Okay, let us discuss now. Let me see who will say the correct answer. See, first quiz, directions are given, choose the correct answer. There are 2 options given. Out of 2, you need to choose the correct one. See, first question, they dash in the city. Here, subject they is, and listen, what are the options given? Live and lives. What is the subject here? Is it plural or singular? They means plural. See here, in simple present tense, we use verb form and we add yes or es to the subjects if the subjects are third person singulars. Third person singulars means he, she, it and any name which is singular. Okay, here it is plural, so to the verb yes or es, no need to add. Okay, so this is the correct answer. They live in the city. Okay, second one, he dashed a dog. Here look at the subject. He means it is a third person singular, a son. So we must add yes or es to the verb. So he sees a dog. Next, third one, they dash the bus. This is a plural one, so no need to add s. We should not add s here, so this is an answer. They ride the bus. Okay. Next, she dashed a car. She is a third person singular, so yes or es should be added to the verb in a sentence if it is in simple present. So she drives a car. So this is the correct one. Okay. Next, fifth one. Fifth question, he dashed novels. See, you don't need to observe this subject and all. Only subject is important. If the subject is third person singular, it means he, she, it. Here he is there, so we should add yes or es to the verb form, because the sentence is in simple present. What is simple present structure? Subject plus V1 plus object. So he reads novels. Okay. Next, sixth one, she dashed to school. Here, listen, all this first quiz belongs to only simple present. Okay, remember that. It is not, means the questions are not belonging to any other tenses except simple present. She dashed to school. Here, she is the third person singular, so we must add yes or es to the verb form. She goes to school. Okay. Next, she dashed the street. Again, she is there. This is a third person singular subject. So this will be the answer. She crosses the street. Okay. Next, eighth one, she dashed her hair. What is the answer? Here, what is the subject? She is the subject. So es should be added to the verb. She brushes her hair. Okay. Next, he dashed the ball. Here, this one is also third person singular, so s or es to be added. If you write catch here, then it is wrong. Okay. He catches the ball, then it is correct. He catches the ball. Okay. Next, 10th one, they dash aerobics. Here there is plural. If you write does here, then it will be wrong. Okay? They does aerobics, that is completely wrong. They do aerobics, this is correct. Okay? They do aerobics, that is correct. Next, 11th one. Ram dashed the groceries. Ram is a singular subject. Only one person is there, na? Singular subject, and it is a name. Naming word, yes or no? So that is why this is considered as third person singular. When the subject is he, she, it, and any name which is singular, then these type of subjects are called third person singulars. For third person singulars, if the sentence is in simple present, then we must add yes or yes to the verb which is given in a sentence. So Ram carries the groceries. Next, he dashed on the neighbors. He is, as it is like third person singular, so he spies on the neighbors. Okay. Next, she dashed about her kids. She worries about her kids. Next, 14th one. We dash the sports. We enjoys the sport. It is wrong because see here, we is the first person. Okay, first person subject. We is first. How many of you know what is first person, second person, and third person? Listen, let me explain you clearly. Understand? I and we means the subjects in a sentence. I and we are called first persons. Okay, I is first person singular, we is first person plural, and the subject you is called second person. Whether it is singular or plural, the subject is same, that is you. That is second person singular or plural. Now what is third person? He, she, it, and names and they. These are called third person singulars, and they and any plural names are called third person plurals. Okay, is it clear now? So we is first person. For first person, we don't add any s or es to the verb. Remember, only for third person singulars we add yes or es to the verb in a present tense, simple present tense, and not to any other subjects. So we enjoy sports. This is the correct one. We enjoy sports. Next, 15th one. He dashed to dance. Means he tries to dance because this is third person singular. Okay. Next, this is also the second bit also belongs to simple present tense, but here the verbs are given different. So you need to choose the appropriate verb which is suitable for the given sentence. Okay. See, he dashed to school. We cannot say he reads to school. This is wrong. And we cannot say he speaks to school. This is also wrong. He walks to school is the correct one. So what is the answer now? B. Okay. Next, she dashed Italian food. She lives wrong. She drives wrong. So what is the correct one? Eats. She eats Italian food. So this is the correct option. A. And third one. So look at the third one. We dash horror movies. We cannot say that we sell horror movies or we talk horror movies. We watch horror movies. This is the correct one. Now, the cat dash with yarn. The cat plays with yarn. Next, it dash in the ocean. It swims in the ocean. Next, she dashed her mom before bed. She kisses her mom before bed. Okay. Next, he dashed 5th grade. He teaches 5th grade. Understand? If you use any other verb form, then it is wrong. Okay. Next, the child dashed the paint colors. We cannot say catches or tosses. The child mixes the paint colors. See, we have to choose the most appropriate verb form. Okay? We have to choose among these three what is the most appropriate one. That is the one you need to choose. Next, ninth one. She dashed the salad. She pushes the salad. Wrong. She tosses the salad. Wrong. She latches the salad. Okay. Next, he dashed me things. He says. See, look at the spelling here. This is the wrong spelling. So says here for this type of verbs, vowel plus y. Already I told you this rule. Vowel plus y directly yes should be added. Like say, play. Okay. So says is the correct one. The chicken dash in hot oil. The chicken means it is third person singular. So fries in hot oil. Next, he dash other kids at the school. He bullies other kids at the school. Next, she dash water on the plants. She sprays. See, vowel plus consonant. Directly yes, this is wrong one. Okay. She sprays water on the plants. See, first one is the correct one. Okay. Next, he dash in quote. He testifies. Here, this is not vowel. Consonant plus y. I, E should be used. Okay. So this is the correct one. B. He testifies in the court. Okay. Remaining quizzes, there are so many quizzes are there. We'll discuss in the next classes. Okay. Thank you.